Here we go. Going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ahoy, Maloy. Welcome to Talking to Teacups, the serious topic show with not so serious people. We are your host. I'm D-Cypher, and joined alongside me, you know him, you love him, you can't stand to be without him. It's Elbow.
Up.
Elbow, it's good to be here with you today.
It's good to be here with you. I normally don't say that, but it really is.
Nice. Well, if you didn't
Psych.
know, oh, you got me. Well, if you didn't know, you can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, Threads, and TikTok at Cypherspit Gaming. And if you want to support the channel, you can go to patreon.com/Cypherspit Gaming. We have some lovely tiers, and we would appreciate the support. But if you can't do any of that, that's a-okay, because you can watch for free here on YouTube and Twitch, and now Kick. We do a live podcast every Saturday. Older episodes get uploaded throughout the week. Full episodes, they're up when they're done. Coming up next, a baker's dozen. Sometimes stale, sometimes fresh out the oven. You can't go wrong with a baker's dozen. Alright, so starting off the news roundup, we got Andrew Garfield. So Andrew Garfield has said the internet. Oh wait, sorry. Andrew Garfield, when asked about the rumors of him returning as Peter Parker in Spider-Man 4 are true, he said, and I quote, "The internet is a big." He said with an English accent, "The internet is a big place. I think there's a lot of people." I'm not gonna try to do it. Who will just say anything to get clicks. You might have just been duped. I'm afraid. That was my
Yeah,
closest
that's
thing
why I
to an
love.
English accent.
That's why I love McGuire, because if you'd asked him that question, he would answer in an American accent.
Do you think there's a chance that we see Andrew Garfield in Spider-Man 4?
No, we shouldn't. I mean, we really should not. But people like to use nostalgia for money, so maybe we will.
Yeah, and I'd be okay with that because you, I'm a sucker. So you're gonna get me with the nostalgia feels again. Now, of course, the way No Way Home ended, it felt as though we were leading to a separated Spider-Man, no backup at all. He's gonna be solo dolo in the big city, and that's what I was okay with too. But if we circle
Uh,
back and
We
we're going
should.
multiverse
We should.
again, you know,
We really shouldn't see him again. But like I said, you never know. I mean, they brought Robert Downey Jr. this shit, so
that, yeah. I don't even think we discussed that yet. We were on a little brief hiatus. That was the craziest thing. That was unnecessary because that role could have went to Mads Mikkelsen, even though he's already in the MCU as I forgot Doctor Strange's villain. It just didn't make any sense for RDJ. That move struck of pure desperation, which I guess now I see your point about the Andrew Garfield thing. If we bring him back, then that's crying of desperation as well.
and they are desperate. So
I love he's just like, and they are desperate, so don't feel bad for them. They're very desperate. All right. In other news, the creator of Resident Evil thought that the studio he helped would be safe as long as they continued to make Hi-Fi Rush games, but Microsoft shut it down anyway. Who am I talking about? Resident Evil creator and Tango Gameworks founder Mikami. Shinsuke Mikami, and he has further spoken about the closure and resurrection of the studio he created, which he thought would be safe following his departure. So he created Tango Gameworks and he left, as long as they continued to make Hi-Fi Rush games. So Hi-Fi Rush was very well received. It didn't sell too well because they did throw it out on Game Pass. This is a Microsoft issue we're talking about, just based on last week, where this CEO said that he was making some bad decisions. But anyway, he said that he thought the creator, not Microsoft CEO, he said that he thought the studio would be safe as long as they kept making Hi-Fi Rush games because it was so good. They also made other games. They made The Evil Within, if you've played that. Ghostwire Tokyo, I haven't played that. But the studio, like I said, is Tango Gameworks. It was founded in 2010. He left in 2023. All that he did wanted to leave like way earlier, so he left 8 years later. However, in May, when it was announced that Microsoft was closing it alongside the Redfall studio Arcane, a decision which the founder called sad. In a new interview with IGN, he said that, it was his belief that the studio would remain safe if it carried on with Hi-Fi Rush installments, and that was one reason why he left in the first place. What do you think about that?
can I can I just say, if he thought that his stuff would be safe without him, he must not have seen Rings of Power or Star Wars or anybody who's given up their IP to a huge company. I just assumed that the conversation went like, um, "Are you sure my product will be safe with the Catherine Kennedy?" And they were like, "Yeah, sure." And then he left, and now his product sucked.
No, it's not even that it sucked. Microsoft just decided to close the studio down because, like I said, not Redfall, excuse me, Hi-Fi Rush was a well-received game, meaning it didn't, people didn't hate the game. They liked it. It just didn't move any Xboxes. It didn't move any units. So people who had Xboxes
Gotcha.
that got to play it really enjoyed it, but it wasn't enough for them to tell their PlayStation friends to go buy an Xbox, I suppose. And Microsoft
Well,
wanted to shut down some studios, so they fell under the chopping block
why they put it on Game Pass then?
because they wanted more access to people to play. And they're trying to make Game Pass or sorry, not trying to, excuse me, Game Pass has always been day one and date. I forgot how they worded it. So say Gears of War 6 comes out, it's also going to be on Game Pass. That was their pledge. That was their promise. Like any Xbox first party game, which Hi-Fi Rush was, is going to always be on Xbox day one. Unlike, I believe, PlayStation, I forgot what they call theirs, PlayStation Plus Platinum, you have to wait a year for it to come to PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, because Sony knows that you need to make money.
Yep. Well, Microsoft was making money off of their subscription services, but they kind of cut off their nose to spite their face. They wanted to make money, but they forgot you got to also sell hardware, not just subscription. Even though Microsoft is going to get to that point, or Xbox, not Microsoft, Xbox is going to get to that point where they probably bow out of the console race and focus strictly on getting the subscriptions. That's what I predict is going to happen.
They have a quick Game Pass on PlayStation.
Yep. They were already secretly toying with the idea of putting it on, what's that joint called? Switch, Nintendo Switch. Because it's like, if we can get our Xbox games into the hands of people, they're still playing an Xbox game. They may not be
Why
playing it
does
on a console.
everybody? So first of all, Switch can't run these other games well. I saw Mortal Kombat on Switch. It looked like a goddamn Sega Genesis game. So I don't know why people. This is another thing. You're kind of putting your product into the hands of other people, and you think they're going to do it right, but they won't.
Yep. Well, going back to Sony, and we'll see if they did this right. I don't know. You tell me. They have announced the PlayStation 5 Pro. It's here. And it cost $700. I was trying to do the Austin Powers $1 million. What do you think about that
That's
price
actually
point?
Doctor Evil. That's Doctor Evil, and I would say that Sony has the fiscal knowledge of Doctor Evil, and they're asking for a million gazillion billion dollars with this stupid PlayStation Plus. Because my PlayStation 5 is broken. I can't play any PlayStation 5 games. I was going to wait until the Pro came out and buy that, but what I'm going to do is wait until the Pro comes out and then buy a normal one, because that'll drive the price down. So screw them.
Or, well, what do you at least think of the design of the PS5 Pro?
It looks exactly the same with a little black thing in the middle.
Yeah, little racing stripes.
I don't give a crap about racing stripes.
PS5 go fast. Vroom, vroom.
PS5 go fast, like a Maserati go fast, which I will be in a Toyota next to.
Oh, you don't get to go fast. You in a Toyota versus a Maserati. Yeah, you in that PS5 original model. So are you going to at
Guess
least get
what?
the Slim?
What?
I don't even think they officially called it a Slim. They just refreshed it and took away a fan or something.
Guess what? I will get the Slim, and I'll still get where I'm going for $200 less. So suck on that, Sony.
There you go. All right, so my thoughts on this. I think it is funny because from what I've read and seen, the difference between the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 5 Pro is maybe about 30% more powerful. They didn't change the CPU, so if you're playing a crazy graphically intense game, you're not going to get those frames. You'll get that fidelity, meaning it's going to look pretty, but you're not going to get that smoothness. So you can't play, I believe, according to Digital Foundry, you can't play 4K, which is the higher resolution, and 60 FPS, which is the refresh rate, the smoothness of those frames. So you're still limited to choose between a performance mode, meaning 1080p or 2K upscale and then 60, or a resolution mode. I forgot what they call the other one, fidelity mode. So it's funny to me, you're still gonna have to make that choice when you're popping in that Spider-Man 2.
Well, you know, screw them. $700. They must be crazy.
I thought you were gonna say take my money. No, this is what happens when you become busy. You're like, nah, I can't keep doing that.
Guess what? I mean, the original was $500. Now that was already expensive. People were already balking at that price.
Fair.
If this was 575, 600, I would pay 600. I wouldn't be happy, but I would pay it. I'm not paying $700. I'm just not.
Oh, and one more thing I forgot to say for us old heads. I don't know if you still use physical media. It does not include the price or the actual CD, the disc drive. You have to buy the disc drive extra, which is $80, and the vertical stand, which is $20. So in reality, if you want, say you were just brand new and you wanted both of those things, it would actually be $800, just as a little small tidbit. But I know most people are digital in the newer generation of gamers, but if there's any old school gamers like myself who like to have physical cases, just had to point that out so they can say something in the comment section. Now, if you're an old school gamer and you remember this game, wow. This is actually not that old. This is Call of Duty. Remember Call of Duty? Well, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is saying that you won't have to worry about early access for the campaign if you pre-order. Even if you pre-order. Because they used to do that where you could do pre-order and play the game 3 days early. Now they want to do everybody plays it all at the same time. So they're saying they're going to buck that trend this year. They shared a statement with Eurogamer. A spokesman said the team is fully focused on October 25th and therefore everything else will be released in one go. So we're excited about all the game has to offer across campaign, multiplayer, and zombies. This year we made the decision to ensure that the community gets to dig into any and all modes that they want at the same time, so we are back to one massive global launch moment on October 25th. As such, there's no early access beat this year for Black Ops 6, just the countdown to launch. I'm actually going to say Call of Duty, because I'm tired of these early access 3-day windows where they make an extra, I forgot, we talked about this with college football FC or whatever it was called, and they made an extra 120 million just for playing the game 3 days earlier. Ugh, man, gouging, crazy. And people were buying it too.
I normally don't subscribe to, price gouging or cheating or whatever the heck you call it. However, $120 million for 3 extra days. Take it, buddy. Take it. This is America.
I'm going to hard disagree, only because I didn't get a chance to refine this article when prepping for the show notes, but there was an article that people were mad at, or I think the shareholders were mad at Ubisoft for, I guess, its handling of Star Wars Outlaws or something like that. And they were, no, it was because Ubisoft has too much staff. So they were comparing themselves to EA. So I don't have the exact numbers, but EA has about 7,000 employees versus Ubisoft's 17,000 employees, and Ubisoft has made less money in profit compared to EA. So then the comments in that Reddit section was like, don't compare yourself to EA because they do that bull crap of monetization with the 3-day early access and I don't know, all the other stuff with the Madden Pass and Madden cards.
Also, they're giving people games that they want to play.
EA?
Yes.
No, they're doing the sports games.
Yeah, that's games that people want to play.
All right, fair enough.
People are like, oh, do you want Assassin's Creed 13 or do you want the Star Wars game that stuck and nobody liked?
You haven't played it yet?
Outlaws? I've only watched streams.
I haven't played it yet either. I do want to play it though. It is something on my list. I'm a big Star Wars fan. I just haven't gotten around to it. $70 is like, come on, guys. And then it's really $120 if you want that Jabba the Hutt mission.
I'm not paying $50 for an extra mission. They can get lost.
Yeah, but it's Jabba the Hutt. Ooga dogga.
Dolo. Yeah, no, they can get lost. $50 extra, I'll tell you that.
All right. I don't have a dad joke. It's one thing I forgot to prepare. Do you have a dad joke for me real fast? Or shall I go look one up real quick?
Hey, so the police pull over these two Catholic priests. When they get to the window, they say, "Hey, we're looking for two child molesters." And the priests go, "Yeah, we'll do it."
I think I heard you use that joke, and also there was a joke.
Why don't you let me keep going then?
No, there was a joke on the Titanic. It was very similar to that. The Titanic is sinking, and the captain. Yeah, it's not my joke, so it's gonna be horrible when I don't have it in front of me. And the captain says we gotta get off the ship. The piano people are saying, okay, where's the exit? The lawyer is saying, or no, sorry, some other lifeguard is saying we gotta find the kids, and the lawyer says, man, fuck those kids. And then the priest says, okay, but do you think we have enough time?
Yeah, I remember that one. That's good. That's always good.
But I did find an
Um,
actual joke with I hopefully do
what's
a
the
better
one?
delivery. You got one?
What's the one with like a doctor, a kid, and Joe Biden?
I haven't heard that one.
They're all on a plane and it's going down. And the doctor's like, "I have the cure for cancer. You need to let me go." And Joe Biden's like, "Oh, like I'm the president of the United States. I'm very important. You need to let me go." And the kid's like, "I'm just a kid. You need to let me go." So Biden, and they only got two parachutes. So they're like, "Crap, what do we do?" Joe Biden's like, "Screw this." He takes one, he jumps out, and the doctor's like, "Crap, Joe Biden screwed us. Now what do we do?" And the kid's like, "No, we're fine. You still got two parachutes. Joe Biden took my backpack."
That's funny. Took his backpack. All right. How do we know that Mike Tyson isn't very religious? Because he punches people in the face. That's supposed to be Mike Tyson accent.
A lisp joke.
Yeah.
That's below you. I mean,
Oh.
that's a disability that a lot of people suffer from. You're just going to sit here and make fun of it, especially nerds. Nerds and gay people are disproportionately lispy, and you're going to sit here and make fun of it. Not cool.
Or here on Talking to Teacups, we punch down, we punch up, we punch sideways, and we definitely punch you right in the butthole. Now, topic number one.
Whoa, you're going to make fun of gay people and talk about punching them in the butthole? Not cool, man.
Wait, how do you know that straight people don't like that? See, now you're just assuming people's gender and sexuality. Tis, tis,
Well, you
tis.
made fun of a lisp, and gay people are disproportionately lispy.
Now, gay people were this. You said gamers were. Now it's gays.
And nerds too. That's what I said. Nerds and gays are disproportionately lispy. Not gamers.
Yeah. Topic number one. What has been your favorite game to play this year? Doesn't have to necessarily have come out this year, but if it helps if it did come out this year.
I mean, I always go back to my go-tos. I only play like 5 games. So if I had to pick
Minecraft,
one,
NBA
I would
2K.
say, yeah, Rocket League, GTA, and like I don't know, but I would say if I had to pick a game that I haven't played for a while, it's PUBG. We've been getting back on PUBG, and we've been having a lot of fun. There's a lot of new things on there, and, or if it's a new game, I would say Spider-Man. Spider-Man was so fun.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. For me, if I have company over, it's going to be definitely WWE 2K24. I was playing that via Parsec. We were playing my GM mode, so I really enjoyed that. That was very fun. If I'm solo rocking it, then it's going to be Spider-Man. Spider-Man was really fun to play. I've been enjoying that. I got to go back and finish it. So
You
yeah,
just stole that from me.
those are my choices. Well, no, I already had them pre-baked. Like I
Yeah,
have
well, you
the
stole
pictures.
that. I said that. Everybody heard me. Everybody heard me say that.
No, I'm saying like I already like when you go back and watch this online, you'll see I already had the screenshots here, so I already had it
Well,
pre.
but they just heard me say it though, so
Sure. So yeah, Spider-Man WWE 2K24. If it's not something from this year, I actually don't know because I've been playing a bunch of different things in very very small increments. I don't really get a lot of time to sit and play because I'm mostly editing or working on videos. So yeah.
I will tell you this. This I played Metal Gear Solid 2 over. That was a lot of fun. And I played all the Walking Dead Telltale games with my daughter, and she's been helping me make big decisions. So those have also been a lot of fun. And I would say that's probably my top three is PUBG, Walking Dead, and Metal Gear Solid 2.
Okay. All right, time for Sippin Tea. Let's hear your rant for this week. What do you have, good or bad?
Good or bad? I played Fantasy Week 1. Everybody who I thought was going to be good sucked. Everybody who I thought was going to be just okay, they just dominated. And I lost both my week. So we'll see how it plays out this week. However, I did win my FanDuel, so stuck on that.
Nice, nice. All right, for me, I'm going to rant about the story of the lazy slash racist giant worker. So, a person I know early in the morning woke up, had to get some milk, and they went to the giant that's in our area. We have two giants in our area. One is further north, and one is further south. And the area I live at is,
We call them the New York Giant and the San Francisco Giant.
yeah, and the area I live at is a little bit divided politically, a little bit, most like most places in the United States of the A. So
Duran loves Trump. He's on the Trump side.
they went to this one that was up north, and that one, boy, oh boy, early in the morning, they did not have the right vibe. So they went in there and they went to the refrigerator section to get the milk for Little Cipher, and they didn't see the milk because Little Cipher can only drink a certain milk, and they asked the worker
Lactate.
who was talking to the other worker, older guy of a Caucasian persuasion, hey, do you have any of this, certain kind of milk in the back? Because
Lactate. Is it
it's
lactate?
it's not early in the
Breast
morning,
milk?
and they were like, why would they go to the store to get breast milk? Like, do you have
Well,
Cambodian breast milk for me?
I
Hmm.
mean, Cambodian is the best flavor, but it has the least nutrients. It's not good for you.
So the old guy, he was like, no, we don't keep them in the back. Just think about what I just said. They asked for the milk that it wasn't available, and they asked, can you check to see if they got it in the back? Because they're stocking. It's early in the morning, it's like 7, 8ish. And the guy responds and says, no, we don't keep the milk in the back. Nigga, where do you keep the milk at then? Because it's right behind the glass, which has a false wall that you stocking it with. So the person that went to the store just wasn't trying to deal with that. It's like, I ain't even got time for this. It's too early for this, and I don't feel like no cuss out.
Why? Why does that mean that they're racist?
Oh, because they were in the middle of talking, and they didn't, and they like just shunned her away. I'm talking about my wife. They just shunned her away. My wife is notably not of a Caucasian persuasion, and they just shunned her away, and the vibe was all off. So,
Well, why doesn't that mean that they're just rude? Why do they have to be racist?
oh, you could tell when you got a little melanin. You could tell when somebody treating you differently based on just the most frivolous of things. It's not something that I can put into words, but it's something that you can pick up. You can tell, like, damn, was they just being a little crazy? Because why would they say to you, like, you're dumb, like you're a 6-year-old, we don't keep it in the back? Well, where do you keep
Like
the
you said,
milk at?
you're being lazy. You don't want to go back and
Yeah,
get your stupid ass Cambodian breast milk.
like I said, it's a vibe thing. I'm gonna just leave it at that, and I'll let the viewer interpret what I mean. Some people will be confused because notably, a lot of people haven't experienced that type of thing before, so they may just think, oh, well, it's just being lazy. But some people who know, they know when people are doing subtle little things to just be that kind of way. But
So I was at this store and I heard this. I asked this guy, "Hey, like, don't you know those little Mandarin oranges?
hmm
They didn't have any of those, but I know they had them in the bag." I'm like, "Hey, can I grab a thing of cuties?" And he's like, "Listen here, nigger. You're not going back there and getting any cuties." And I said, "This guy, I think he's lazy. He might not be racist though."
yeah. Well, the end of the story. So she went to the other one that was further south, and they were a bit nicer. So and she got the milk that she needed. So
Can we
that's
get
my
me
little rant.
demonetized
We might
for saying the N word?
we might. I think you went ER too. I went GA. So you never know. This episode, this is one is might get like some edits to them. I might bleep out some of the
But I
stuff.
used I used the southern accent.
You did. That's what I'm saying.
That's
Who
a clear
knows?
parody, right?
Time will tell once the advertisers throw the little yellow flag on here. It's the yellow dollar sign. They say not suitable for most ads or something like that. That's the yellow. Anyway, was topic number two? Yeah. Topic number two. What's the worst thing that has happened in gaming this generation? So, like, what's the worst bit of news that's come out in gaming during this generation? I have
I
some
would
some
say
options for you if you need some suggestions, some reminders.
I would say in-game purchases. They don't release a full game. They try to release, 60% of the game, and then they get you to buy the last 20 to 40%, with little DLCs, little in-game purchases, pay to wins. Like, it sucks. I hate it, and it's the worst part of gaming.
Yeah, the over monetization of games. One that's one. The $70 price tag because games went up to 70 officially on the
I'm fine with
PS5
70.
generation. You fine with that? Okay, I got more.
I'm fine with 70 because it was 60 for like 20 years. I understand that the technology gets better and the inflation goes up. I'm fine with 70.
Okay.
What I'm not fine with is buying a game and then saying, "Oh, we know we're dropping a DLC. Now you can get half of another game." I'm like, what the heck? Why didn't you just drop this in full game?
Yep, sounds like you're talking about games as well. No, that's not necessarily games as a service. When you said DLC, games as a service would be the stupid skins and battle passes, which aren't unique to this generation. They were happening during the previous console generation. But some other things that happened, notably, Sony lost Jim Ryan. So Jim Ryan left Sony. We also had PlayStation purchase Activision. Some might see that as a bad thing. We had Concord, which only launched for about 7 days and completely bombed miserably. Suicide Squad kills the Justice League, which had a disastrous launch and still hanging on there, but definitely lost Warner Brothers a lot of
I
funds.
mean, can I jump in?
Yep.
So these games are not they're not done by people who love the the IP or the game itself. They're done by people who want to leave you on the hook paying every month. People who play Fortnite, they love Fortnite. If you would have paid for that battle pass the first week and you played enough, you get enough VC in the battle pass to buy another battle pass. So you didn't have to pay for the game. You paid $10 for enough VC to buy a battle pass, and you play so much that you never had to pay money again. If you didn't want to, I know that a lot of people do, but if you didn't want to, you didn't have to. I would say that these people, they're out for money in the first place. They're not out to make a good game that you love and then get paid for their hard work. They're out to get you on the hook.
Okay. Fair enough. Those are the whales, the ones who overplay and overspend, and those are the
But
target
no,
audience.
so people who play enough, they automatically get enough VC
Mm-hmm.
to not have to pay anymore. And the game was free in the first place. So I don't hate that. Like Rocket League is free. PUBG is free. Yes, they have things you can buy on there, but if you play the game enough, you never have to spend actual money.
Well, what happens with Rocket League? Because I know they have two. Well, they for a time when I saw they had two different currencies. One that you couldn't earn in games, like the chest or the key or something like that, to open up something.
Well, yeah, they have stuff that you can just buy, but
No, can only
it's
buy. I mean, not earn in the game at all. Not earn through gameplay. I meant to say.
yeah, they have stuff that you can only buy. But if you don't, I mean, you don't need skins to play the game,
No,
right?
yeah, yeah. Of course, of course.
They have the Rocket Pass. So if you would have paid for that first Rocket Pass and you completed it because you play it every day. I mean, you obviously love the game, you're going to pay money for it. If you completed it, then you would have had enough money to buy the next Rocket Pass. But there is like a currency that you can only use with real money, which I don't hate that. I mean, you have skins now. You are unlocking cards and skins
I'm
every
gonna
day, basically,
I'm gonna say
like
I
Rocket
hate
Pass.
that. If it's not earnable within the game, for me, I'm just gonna say I hate that because you're turning the game into a job at that point, and I gotta grind out tokens or keys or gold.
It's not, but a lot, but Adam plays Fortnite every single day of his life, so it's not a job. It's he's having fun. He wants to do it. He's playing with his friends.
Yeah, but when you're at that age, you can have the time to do that. But once you get older, you like, I don't necessarily got the time to sit here and play another. Like, one of my friends I do a podcast with, he plays 2K, and I guess on 2K, NBA 2K, you got to play a certain amount of games a day to earn VC or whatever, V-Bucks. I don't know, but that feel like a
Well,
job.
they're adults.
Yes, they are. What's your point of? It still sounds like a job to me.
Yeah, but they have less time, but they have more money, so they can pay.
Oh
I
my
don't know
goodness,
that.
that's
If,
what I'm talking about. The problem is.
if the game is that important to you, then you'll just play it. You don't need to buy the PC. You'll be fine just playing the game.
I guess, but think about an example with Grand Theft Auto 5. If you didn't pay, then people were running around on those bikes. I forgot what they're called right now. The hover
Easy.
bikes. Yeah. What'd you say?
GTA, the example. GTA is the perfect example. I've never spent any money on those spark cars. Get out of here.
You
I'll
didn't
play the
feel
game.
harassed when people were buying the what's the bikes called? The ones that you hover around and shoot missiles on.
Dude, the Mark IIs.
Yeah, the Mark Twos. You didn't feel any harassment from the Mark Twos, or you were playing in
They,
private lobbies?
they sucked. But what I did was I earned enough money to buy my own Mark II. Then when everybody was playing around, I would get on my bike and I would chase their ass down and I would shoot them in the back.
I don't know, man. You sound kind of like a boomer. You pulled yourself up by your digital bootstraps and you got in your own Mark II, started shooting them, started shooting other rich people. So rich people shooting rich people, and then poor people getting caught in the crossfire. I got it.
Well, either don't suck at the game or spend your money. You got two choices.
Yo, you're a GTA politician. Either don't suck or spend some money. The last bit of bad news things that happened was Xbox buying Activision Blizzard. That definitely sucked, turning that into a monopoly. That's crazy. Y'all let them buy Call of Duty? Are y'all crazy? Crazy.
Well, this is America. It's a capitalist society.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you can buy whatever the heck you want if you have enough money.
Yeah, that's true. Sad but true.
People can buy you.
Yeah, everybody has a price, as Mr. $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase would say. Everybody
Well,
has a price.
I'm not for sale, but I assume you are.
I would say you're for sale. For $32 million, we can get you to do whatever we want you to do.
No, not whatever you want.
No, whatever. If a Saudi, because all right, let me tell you, this is a quick tangent. I was recently listening to like podcasts and they were talking about Instagram models, and it's like, how do you think they able to live that life? And I was like, I never really thought about it. They go to Saudi Arabia or Saudi Arabia. I forgot where it's called. The joint where all the nice sand and stuff is at, and they chill with these.
Dubai.
Yeah, Dubai. Thank you. That's the place. Thank you, Dubai. And they chill with these, people who got these billions, and they poop on their heads like Vince McMahon does with other people. So that's what you're going through doing.
Literally.
Yes, yeah, poop and pee. It's poop and pee stuff. When you have that kind of money, you're already well depraved. No regular like sexual thing is going to get you amused anymore. Now you want to do crazy stuff.
This is what I'm saying. You can get me to do whatever you want for $32 million. However, if I wanted to do it anyway, I've been wanting to poop on somebody for years.
No.
Right?
They gotta poop on you. They poop on you.
Oh, they poop on me? No, not for any amount of money.
You say that. You start seeing that 32 hit your bank account, then you're like, well, damn, hold up. You got a shower nearby? Let me get a water hose or something.
I like my job. If you like what you do, you never work a day in your life. So they can stick that 32 million where the sun don't shine.
And that's where they're going to stick it at, too. All right, let me move on. Ads. Don't forget, make sure you check out cypherpit.com, your news on the nerdy side of the internet. Topic number 3. Guess the movie. Now, we're going to do something a bit different because I didn't get enough time to prep for my AI stuff, and I'm going to play like, what was that, Jeopardy. I'm going to give you a clue, and then you got to tell me what the console is. You get that, right?
Yep.
All right. This console was released in 1985 in North America. If you need another clue, I do have some other clues.
What is Atari?
The answer was, what is Nintendo Entertainment System? NES. All right, number 2. This console.
North America, that threw me off.
Okay, got you. This console released in 1994 in Japan and became the first home console to sell, the first system to sell over 100 million units worldwide.
In 1994?
In Japan, since America was too much for you.
What's one more clue?
Well, this next clue I feel is going to give it away, but that's the only clue I can think of. This console, no, because yeah. All right, let me think of another clue. Because the clue right there tells you who it's from, and only a person who doesn't play games would know that. This console had the ability to play CDs.
Yeah, you should have given me another clue.
I'm not giving you no more clues after this. What's the
What
console?
is this? What is the Sony PlayStation?
Yep. The clue was originally this console from Sony, and I was like, I'm not obviously doing from Sony. All right. Launched in 2001, this console introduced the world to live gaming services. Featured live gaming
What is
services.
what does live gaming services mean?
A live online service, like you could play games online.
Uh, what is the Xbox?
Correct. And it was 2001. It was Microsoft. Well, obviously, yeah, I'm not saying who it's from because that's giving it away too much. There's only a big three. All right, this portable console released in 1989 featured a black and white screen and sold over 118 million units worldwide.
What
Largely,
is the Nintendo Game Boy?
yep, largely due to Tetris. Yeah. All right, known for its that's correct by the way. Known for its unique motion controls, this console launched in 2006.
What is the Wii?
Yep. What's making it easy for you, the year or the other stuff that comes with it?
Both.
Yeah. All right. This, what can I say? This console released in 1999 and was ahead of its time with a built-in modem for internet play, and that's it. The other one gives it away too much.
With a built-in modem for internet, like
And it released in
came out in
1990.
'99.
Yep.
Dude, I don't know. I mean that has to either be the Dreamcast or the PlayStation 2.
Lock it in. Which one?
Um, a built-in modem. I don't know of any game with a built-in modem. Let me just say the Sega Dreamcast.
Correct. Sega Dreamcast. And the reason why you don't know about it because that
Oh,
game console was only out for like 2 years and they discontinued it. 2001 was around the time it was like, Sega dropped out of the hardware, which I do predict that Xbox is going to do drop out of the hardware. It's going to be crazy if it does, because then Sony's going to really be too cocky. All right, next one. Released in 2006, this console featured Blu-ray support.
what is the PlayStation 3?
Yep, correct. This hybrid console released in 2017.
What is the Switch?
I need to ask people who don't play games these questions. This was way too easy. All right, two more. This console released in 1990 and was the first 16-bit system, or was the first 16-bit system for that company.
What is the oh for that company?
Yeah.
I was about to say Sega Genesis, but you say for that company, what is the Super Nintendo?
And it was Sega Genesis. It's the full
You
sentence
screwed me.
was this
You
console
screwed
released
me.
in 1990 was the first 16-bit system by Sega. But if you say Sega, like I don't know the way.
You said for that company. If you would have
Yeah,
never said that, I would have said
you
Sega
got it
Genesis.
right away. All right, this console
Yeah.
released in 2020 and has a futuristic design, supports 4K resolution, and offers. Oh no, I'm not telling you the games. Yeah, I'm reading it as I'm saying it. I didn't prep.
Hmm, what is the? I mean, the Xbox doesn't offer a 4K resolution. Why do people buy that stupid ass system? What is the PlayStation 5?
PlayStation 5, that's correct. Ding ding ding. I think you got all of them right except for two or one. It's either the
Dude,
first one.
You screwed me on Sega Genesis twice, I think.
Yeah. So in the first one you had the first one you got right, I think actually.
No, the first one I got wrong because you said this game released in North America, so I said Sega
Oh,
Genesis.
okay, yeah.
Oh no, did I say it? No, I said Atari. I said Atari.
Yeah. You did say Atari. All right. Topic number three we just did fresh off the pot. I don't feel like doing viewer mail right now. So takes to the gun line, boss. What you got for us?
Tyreek Hill. Have you seen this news this week?
Nope. I'm about to pull up his image right now though.
So Tyreek Hill is the star of the Miami Dolphins. He's a wide receiver. He got arrested outside of the stadium. They say he was doing 60 and a 40. And they pulled him over, and he so the cop bangs on his window as he was rolling it down. So he's like, "Why the heck are you banging on my window?" He rolls the window back up. So the cops just get pissed. They're like, "Dude, roll your window down, roll your window down." And he doesn't roll the window down. He said, "You know what?" So he pulls him out of the car. They handcuff him. They throw him on the ground. All his like some of his teammates did because they literally have a game that day. He got arrested at 10 a.m. Sunday morning, and then on Sunday at like 3:15, he was scoring a touchdown at the game that day. His teammates pull over. They're like, "Yo, that's Tyreek Hill. You know he got on the ground like you made a mistake. It's Tyreek Hill." They're like, "You already know, but I'll arrest you too." It was a crazy situation. Watch the video if you haven't seen it. But yeah, now they let him go. They I guess they gave him a ticket because it was just a traffic violation. And then yeah, he went to the game. He scored a touchdown, and as he scored the touchdown, they do the little celebrations.
Yeah.
His teammate comes behind him and like pretends like he's arresting him. Tyreek Hill puts his hands behind his back. It's pretty fun.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah. And
So do
that's
you
the
think
week.
that cop was just being lazy, or that cop was being racist?
So the cop is an asshole, and Tyreek Hill is kind of a douchebag. They both were wrong, and they both needed to calm down and just look at each other and go, "Hey, what are we doing here? Let's just act like adults." And then the whole situation would have been squad.
I see a quote. It says could have been better. Tyreek Hill says he could have been better in traffic stop.
Yeah, and I mean, but the cops they jumped right out the window. They were assholes.
Why does cop? I see a screenshot of the thing. He's got a helmet on that. Yo, what? I ain't trying to get pulled over by a nigga with high top boots on, like he in a
She was
wrestler.
on, she was on motorcycle.
And he looked like he dressed like a wrestler. He got the black fitted sleeves under his regular uniform. Oh hell no. He ready for it. He practiced Krav Maga on the daily. He was ready to pull somebody over. Where this took place at? Miami?
Miami, yeah.
Down south? Yeah, makes sense. Typical.
But they didn't look white. They were like Cuban or something.
Yeah, that makes even more sense. I know black, puppy. I know black. They really love to do that to us. Any
So
chance
yeah,
that the people who have been oppressed get to do the oppression, they be taking it. Even us, even black people, we will oppress other black people. That's why they always used to make fun of people who get black people who get a position of power. Like, oh, now you a house N word. I'm not gonna keep saying N word. Now you're a house N word because you got a little bit of power. Now you're feeling yourself.
I would say that Cubans are communists, and you would think that once they get out of that system, they'd be more inclined to freedom, but I guess not.
Nope. Once you've been oppressed, it's very tempting for you to want to oppress others. That's why I forgot back in like the 2000s when we were in high school, they would say bully. I don't know how true this is or was, but they would say bullies usually come from a home where they themselves have been abused. So they come to school and they take out their frustration by bullying and abusing other people. I think that is true. Now saying it out loud again, that sounds about right.
I think a nerd came up with that theory.
Yeah, I'm sure a nerd came up with the theory. Doesn't make it any less true. Nerds came up with a lot of things. All right. Topic
There's
number.
and black guy and justified. Why is this guy punching me?
Why is this guy punching me?
The
All right.
only answer is that he wants to.
Yeah, because he wants to. I think it's deeper than that too. That's a surface level, yes. Oh man, that's too funny. On the surface level, yes, he wants to, but deep down inside, he's taking out his frustrations with the world around him.
Well, who isn't?
Who was what? The person punching? The
Who?
bully.
No, who isn't taking up their frustration?
Oh, who isn't? You said who isn't, yeah. All right, topic number 4, topic of the show. Is it better to buy a PS5 Pro or build a gaming PC? Now, this is coming from somebody, well, different angles, actually. If you're new to gaming, if you've only had a PS4, like, different scenarios. So, if somebody, I'll give you the scenario and then you tell me. Say I'm new to gaming, I really want to game. I've been watching people play on YouTube and Twitch, but now I want to play and experience gaming for myself. Do you think it's better to buy a PS5 Pro or to buy or build a gaming PC? I'll say
Well,
buy.
yes. I would say build a gaming PC. Well, not build. I mean, if you're new, don't build it.
Yeah, that's why I
You
switched
should
it to
buy
buy. So buy a pre-built gaming PC.
because it's probably going to cost you around the same amount of money. and $700 was too much money. And like you said, with the disk drive, it's like 800. Get out of here! Like I'm not doing that. Get out of here! Like, and you have so many more options with the gaming PC. I mean, it's a lot of normies play console. So if you want to play with your friends, it's better to have a console. But there's other games that are crossplay. You can play with your friends, and you can stream, and you can set up your whole thing like the people that you like on YouTube. So I would say just do this.
I actually thought you were going to take the opposite way because I'm right there in agreement with you. So you kind of killed my topic. Pretty much exactly what he said. All right, so now I know how you felt earlier because, goddamn, you just took my whole thing and I took your whole thing. So yeah, pretty much is it. If you, it depends on your comfort level, actually. If you are comfortable with a little bit of tinkering, not a lot, but a little bit of tinkering, buy the pre-built. If you like tinkering, then just build it yourself because you can save on buying the parts individually if you look for deals. Other than that, buying it pre-built is going to give you the most savings. They're just going to give you a lot of the cheap like China stuff, but that's okay because you can take out those parts later once you get some more money. It will cost you a bit more money up front because you got to buy a keyboard, a mouse, and not a TV because every console you would have had to buy a TV regardless. A keyboard and mouse, that's your little bit of extra, and maybe the graphics card if you really want to do that 4K resolution, all that jazz. What'd you say?
Most people don't give a crap about all that.
Yeah. So if you don't give a crap about all that, you'll be fine because they have those older graphics cards that are perfectly suited. So I would say go for the gaming PC because you're just going to have a larger library of games because you can play almost every game, like going back as the beginning of PC.
And the games that you have more options with them. You can mod them. What am I trying to say? Mod them. You can mod
Oh
them.
yeah. Sorry, I forgot about modding. Yeah, but that goes to how casual, or as Elbow put, how much of a normie are you? So now, say you liked Grand Theft Auto, but you really wanted to see, I don't know, the Hulk in your game. You could put the Hulk in your game now. Watch a quick YouTube video. You'll be fine. You get more customization for the way the inside of it looks, the way the outside of it looks. I'm sorry, because you could buy cases. So you could buy cases for your PC to make it look completely different. With the console, you can really just only buy a faceplate, so nothing too bad. It depends on your comfort tolerance of how much are you willing to tinker if you needed to update a game. Because with game consoles, they'll force you to update all the time. That's why they have that standby mode, so it can always be updating. With the PC, you can turn on auto updates or you can turn it off, and it's really simple. As long as you're not doing nothing too crazy, you'll be fine, really, most cases. I have noticed I've downloaded the Crew 2. So I should have just bought it on PS4, but I wanted the graphics, so I bought it on PC, and that thing just does not start. It gives me so much trouble tinkering, but it's okay because for me, I like the tinker, and when I got it to work, it was fun. But then I fell asleep, so it took time trying to get it to work on PC because it wasn't optimized right. But it was no biggie for me. So it all just depends on what's your tolerance threshold of. Are you going to get frustrated fast? Yeah.
I play games most of the time with other people.
Oh yeah, if you're playing games with other people, you might have to go with what your friends have, unless it's crossplay. Yeah. Most games are getting crossplay now.
Yeah, but if a lot of your friends play PS5, you might want to get PS5. I don't know about the Pro. Get the normal John and just run it like that.
No, if those are your options, PS5 Pro, like say the PS5 is sold out, just to pretend it's completely scalped or something.
Again, yeah, I in that situation by the PC. But I'm just saying, like in general, if you want to play with your friends, get the PS5, not necessarily Pro. Not for this question. I'm saying, just in general.
Because if you go PS5, that's already price has been dropped to $500. You can't really get a good gaming PC, or probably any gaming PC now, for $500. $700 and the $800 mark that we were talking about, yes, you can start to find some pre-builds around that. And maybe in an episode, me and Elbow will build a PC and we'll show you. But we're at 49 minutes, so we're going to end today's episode. Any final thoughts before I let you go?
Roll your window down if you're stopped by the police.
Yes.
Dave Chappelle's like, my wife didn't even turn the radio down. It was just blasting where I That's how I felt Tyreek was doing when he got stopped. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, he had that probably, air of confidence that, I'm a football player. Ain't nobody gonna mess with me. So maybe he didn't really know that they will mess with you, no matter who you
He
are.
also was looking at the stadium that the Dolphins play in. If I'm right by my job, I'm like, dude, what do you want? Like, I'm here. Like, what are you pulling me over for?
I gotta watch this video. I gotta see this crazy video. All right, well, as always,
So
folks, if
yeah,
you want to hear a topic on the show, follow us on social medias, and we'll see you next week. Same black time, same black channel. We out.